going on, guys? What's going on? Uh, so how's everybody doing? I know it's been a while since I've gone live. And Peter Wong, how you doing? Anthony Nelson, what's going on? John Sylvester, what's going on? How you brothers doing? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get some water before I start. 1 second. Okay. See, my wife gave me some water. I'm so happy. I'm so happy about that. So, John Sylvester, what's going on? Anthony Nelson says, "Hey, the pod, thank you for arriving first." Peter Wong, what's going on? John Sylvester, Alan Gold, and Danny Arnold. And Peter Wong said, "I don't get any people ask how come not in Cebu instead, as if all foreigners should be in Cebu, only because Cebu is foreigner OF. I'm sure foreigners go for Filipinos and they're everywhere." Yeah, I think I'm going to talk about those why I didn't end up in Cebu, right? And why I choose not to go to Cebu. And it's nothing against Cebu. I love Cebu. When I went there, I enjoyed myself. And I'm definitely going to get into why I chose Manila. And it's many different reasons, right? Now, what it is I'll tell you this, right? For a lot of you guys, I wish it's just Cebu. Cebu will be a little more social. Cebu will be a little more friendly. People more open to you, but it's the same as Manila. In Manila, why I find it more for me is that's everything I need. And I'm not talking about everything as far as, food, things like that. I'm talking about events. Like Cebu has the same events as well. It's just there's a lot more things here, right? A lot of people can't handle that. A lot of people say Manila's too much. I love it though. And what's going on, Vibe Brown? He said, "Hello, Jay. Haven't heard from you in a looming minute." Yeah, Vaughn, has been out of my phone has been out of service. And what I mean by that is my phone doesn't take a regular charger anymore. So I have to charge it, but I have a what's the name now? What do you call it? I have a charger where I can just put it on it and it charges. A box safe. I don't know what that is. I'm an old man when it comes to phones, right? It's called a box safe.
No, baby, no.
What is it called? Mag safe. See, I said I'm not even getting it right.
Magnet safe.
It's called a Mag safe where you can just lay the phone on it and it works. I guess I'm too old. I didn't know about it. I still don't know the name now, but so my phone is working somewhat now. So yeah, I will reach out to you soon. So Peter Wong said Manila seems bigger and more things to do in Cebu. So many cities to go. But I'm a city guy, so guess my choice is not the same as others. And that's the thing for me, right? And I should have played for you guys some of those videos I've seen. I just didn't have time to pull it up where Filipinos were saying it as well, and foreigners feel the same way. A lot of guys, most foreigners still come here, but I love it for everything is here. Like when I want to take my son he wanted to go to a cosplay event. It was here. They had one event coming. The event was coming in July. Another one was coming the week after. Another event was a couple days ago. Like it's like events packed on like event on top of event on top of event. So many things to do. So many things to do. So when I've seen that. I've went to car shows here in Manila, and they have car shows in Cebu too. Don't get me wrong, but it's like sparsely in there, barely in there. And so Ron said, "Which is better to get a passport or visa from the U.S.? My passport expired 3 years ago. So is it better to renew or go for a visa with the caveat that I'm planning to move to the Philippines from the U.S.?" Well, actually, my passport expired 3 years ago. You need to renew your passport. You got to renew your passport. Or you can't come. Are you in the Philippines now? I'm confused with what you're saying. Let me see what you said. I go, so it's better to renew for a visa with the caveat that I'm planning to move to the Philippines. Well, are you in the Philippines now? You definitely, if you're in the Philippines now, go to the main office out here and the embassy. Go to the embassy and renew it. You can renew your passport at the embassy. You shouldn't have a problem. I don't think they'll kick you out or anything. Get it renewed there. It should be okay. And so Indy Virgo said, "My boy Jay and the White Tea Gang today. Happy to see you, man. Yeah, this is actually not a white tee. This is one of those hot shirts. It's a I forgot what you call it. I haven't called it that name in a while, but it's one of those one of those under like a thermal. It's a thermal. That's what it is. And so Porch Duty said the thing that scares me about Cebu is when the typhoon hit, it was devastating. Took a while for Cebu to come back. And that's another reason why I don't choose Cebu as well. Right? But the main thing really is family. As many is family. But also when the typhoon hit Cebu, it's a typhoon right now. Right now, what's the name of that typhoon, okay? Typhoon what's the name of that typhoon? Oh, it's a G word. I forgot it's a G word. It's not a girl's name right now. Let me look it up right now for you guys. But a typhoon is here now, and it was right on the outskirts of Manila. But 2019, right? 2019, it's more. There's a typhoon out here now. I think it's a bed. No, that. I'm talking about the typhoon that's here now. Goring, yeah, Typhoon Goring is here right now. No, it's not yet inside the Philippines. It's not inside of the Philippines, but I was walking up the block the other day, and you usually know a typhoon's coming. I knew it was coming. The wind was just, and it was raining, and the wind almost blew my umbrella away. And I said, man, I said, this must be a typhoon. So we went and checked that, and it's a typhoon. But the thing is, when the typhoons, you said it right, Poise for Duty, when the typhoons hit Cebu, it hits it hard, but it really hits it. But still, when it hits it hard. And that's one of those danger zones. Manila could be a danger zone, but not really. It hits the outskirts usually. Even when I was in Mindoro, it usually passes by there. And when it passes by Mindoro, right after Mindoro goes right up to Cebu. So even when the what was it last year when a typhoon hit, and I believe it hit a couple of areas under Cebu around there, but they just seem to go that way. Davao is very safe, so that's a good place to live as far as typhoons. But yeah, that's one of the reasons too. But really, family. To be honest with you, family and also family. Let me break it down. Right, Kay's main family, the sisters she grew up, is still mainly here. They actually relocated to Manila back when she was what? She came earlier than the parents did, but she was out here since how old were you, Kay? 16? 17? No, not 17. She was 20. Yeah, she's finished college already. She's about 21, 23. Way back 2000. So yeah, she came prepared with her sisters and put the rest of us just through school. So I worked in a call center. She worked in a call center here, but really it was that, and also being around her main core family is why I choose to be in Manila. Also, it's just more to do. And I'm not one of those guys like I don't see the thing is even when I was drinking, I don't go out to parties. Guys say, oh, when I'm in Manila, I go to too much parties and I'm in too much clubs. Well, you just don't do that stuff, right? I've never went to a party or club and got drunk. None of that. Usually, if I did go out and get drunk, it would be with family. And so, let me see here. So Peter Wong said, if people are renting, why don't they just jump back and forth between Cebu and Manila if they like new things? And that's true. And I'm going to Cebu again. Actually, I should be out there by maybe around November, December. So if anybody's out in Cebu, I should be around. And I'm gonna start being in Cebu probably 4 to 5 times out of the year. Cebu, also Davao, just moving around, doing some travel vlogging. And I've never did travel vlogging while I've been in the Philippines, so I definitely want to start travel vlogging. And yeah, so you're right, Peter Wong. I think it's great. Actually, I got a video coming today about that as well, right? And I've talked with you guys that have been in my live stream, like Peter Wong, Poise for Duty. I've seen Andy the Virgo around somewhat about it before. I definitely suggest guys to keep moving when they come to the Philippines, right? Definitely have a budget, and I'm going to get into that budget later with a video today. So John Sylvester said, "Mash up the likes for the brother. Show some love, people." Yeah, definitely, guys. Smash the likes. Whatever you can do, likes, super chats, whatever you want to do, show some love, man. This is it's hard work, but I love the hard work, right? I was talking about it today. I said, man, I told my wife today, I said, this doesn't really pay, but I said, you know what though, babe? I'm happy to do it. because so many guys' lives are changing from doing stuff like this, right? When I did it 8 years ago, I didn't know that I would last this long, right? And I'm truly doing it for the love. I'm truly doing it for love. And so, Push Duty said, Philippines is top five most natural disaster in the world. I feel like living in the high condo is safer than the house, especially with the floods. Very true. Very true. I talked to my wife about that the other day. I said, babe, I'm not even worried because we're in a high condo. The most thing that'll happen is if there's floods, we won't get affected. Also, say if there's a tornado, not and tornadoes don't happen here. You know the guys. You guys know what I mean. A hurricane. Most happens, the building will sway a little bit, but you won't even feel it. And even earthquakes, it doesn't affect it that much. Of course, if it's like end time, or you guys know what I mean, end time earthquakes where the building's gonna fall, right? But still, that's not happening no time soon. So, but still, yeah, you're right. I think a high rise. That's what I'm in now, and I'm up in the 40s, so 40 or four. So that's what I like. And so, Chris M, what's going on? I'm doing good, man.
Ron, thanks for the super chat.
And Ron, thanks for the super chat, brother. Maybe he don't have a comment behind it, but thanks a lot for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. And so Pooh Man said, "What's up from Detroit?" And Danny said, "I went to Manila. When I went there, I was on the East Coast on the Pacific Ocean side, facing out to the open sea. I was in Tandag City, Surigao de Shore. That's one place I've never been, guys. I'm slacking. I need to go to Surigao. Okay, you want to go to Surigao?
The ticket is expensive going to
Yeah, no,
Siargao.
yeah, we're gonna go though.
That's I know that's a foreigner
I know,
province, like a lot of foreigner
I know,
there.
we're
Like
gonna go.
not expat, it's like people who travel there just to visit that
I
place.
know that's like a surfing capital over there. I want to go.
Hmm.
It's a Ron Barton said I'm in New York now. Cool, man. What part of New York? Upstate? And so,
Ron is the one asking if he need to get a visa or renew a passport.
yeah, no, I've
You
seen
need to
it.
renew a passport
Yeah, you
first
definitely
before
need a
the visa.
passport before you travel here if you're in New York now. Oh yeah, so
Sorry,
that's why. Yeah, I
sorry
said
if
you're in
I'm
New York
chiming
now.
in.
No, I'm happy you chimed in because I wasn't putting it together. But yeah, now that you said that, I remember he said about the Yeah, you definitely need to have your passport. We're gonna getting that soon, man. We're gonna getting it soon and get out the matrix and move around all over the place. Philippines may not be your spot. I gotta tell you guys that. Your spot may be Thailand. Your spot may be Vietnam. Your spot may be Africa. Your spot may be Brazil. Your spot may be somewhere in Europe. Keep moving. Keep moving to find a place that's for you. And so we say Peter Wong said, Jay, is it possible to send your video to 100% full screen? Yeah, I can. I got you guys right here. So yeah, it's funny. I actually use this to record videos as well. And Kay said it before. She said it today too. She said, "Babe, make it full screen." So this is full screen. I'm happy I said it today. But let me see here. Skip this here. So Ron says Cebu is nice and I love beach areas. So maybe in the future when I get settled. But right now, Malate or Metro Manila is good for me now. Yeah, Malate is not too far from me. And what I like about Malate, you may be over there for something else, but they have the Manila Bay over there, and they still working on the thing, but pretty that thing is pretty much done. And yeah, that's gonna bring a lot of traffic over there. I can't wait till they make it swimmable. It's almost there. And so Vaughn said, "Jay, I'm finally in a relationship with the
Yay!
Filipina, but it wasn't easy. I
Congratulations!
knew it was gonna happen, brother. I knew it was gonna happen. One thing, and Vaughn, man, we gotta talk because one thing I said, and he knew it. You knew it too, Vaughn. You out here, you get moving around, you know, it's all gonna come. And I was saying that to you too. And you said, "Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna just come out here and chill, and and boom, you did it, man. You did it. And you're proof. You're living proof, man, that it can be done." And he found the right one too. He said, "She is so shy, and that's what you want. When she's shy, I gotta put the memes in here, okay? When she's shy, hold on, I gotta add it in. I can't even talk about it yet, but she's so shy and it took a long time to get her. to eat a slice of pizza with me. That's good, man. That's what you want. That's what you want. That's why I tell guys. Let me give you an example. Let me break it down for you guys, right? Why always I don't just promote the Philippines to promote it, right? I'll tell you why I promote it. Cause I'll give you an example. I met a woman today. I was with Kay. I didn't meet her. Of course, I was in McDonald's, right? And so I'm at the register, and she was so shy. Thanks a lot for the super chat, brother. Thanks to the Auto Will. It said it's time to leave her if her tight end turns into a wide receiver. Yeah, man. But that's good, man. Vaughn, I'm so happy for you, brother. I'm so happy for you, man. And so Kay said, "Hi, Ron. Renew your passport. Hi, Ron. Renew your passport first and get a visa or get a 30 days visa upon arrival in the Philippines." Yeah, that's what you do. And then the thing is, after you do that, Ron, you can keep renewing and renewing and renewing. And let me break it down. I gotta talk about why. I gotta finish what I was saying, and I want to make more videos about this too. And I made videos before, but when you go to Thailand, a lot of times you see the women they see dudes. They have a thing with black guys nowadays. But they kind of throw themselves on you. They're choosing you, right? And then when guys are in the Philippines, like, man, the women are not just throwing themselves at you. Number one, they're shy, right? And they're not so shy. They're shy because they don't know you. But you'll find a lot of women, even when I'm in Manila, right, that are just soft and feminine. But don't get me wrong, Vaughn. She's not shy, right? She's just shy to you because she's closing herself off. And I seen it today. Actually, I gotta get this video up here.
You feminine, delicate.
Yeah,
It's in my Google
I know,
Drive.
I know, I know. I think it's on my it's on mine as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. Just
Let me
go
take a look at it.
to
I gotta add that here.
memes.
I gotta add it here for you guys. I gotta get my memes up in here because as I'm talking, that stuff all goes hand in hand with the stuff I talk about. But yeah, when you're in these places, the woman are choosing, right? Especially Dominican Republic, Colombia, the woman are choosing. But when you go to a place where the women are a little bit off and they're not just throwing themselves at you, and you gotta like kind of talk to them a little bit, that's actually a masculine thing you're doing and a feminine thing she's doing, right? You don't want a woman just like, oh, see you and they making it like, no, what's that? Think about it. Of course, it's good if you got okay, you want to find something fast and it's good, you feel good with the woman doing that, but that's not really the move. And I'm not bashing these places. I'm not saying you can't even find a good woman like that. I'm not saying you can't find a wife like that, but she's choosing. You kind of want to choose. And if any guy understands women, they know what I'm talking about. That's just real. One second, let me get this here, guys. One real quick second. I gotta get this for you guys.
Just
Here we go. I got it.
search.
I got it, kid.
Okay.
I got it. Yeah. So let me get into some of you guys' comments. My bad. I had to take a little quick break right there. And so let me see. Chance for the first time. So Chris M said, "I'll be traveling to Philippines for the first time. What's the best place and cheap way to exchange currency?" Now, the cheapest way to exchange currency is going to be with a remittance, right? To where you send the money from your bank and travel and transfer it over to Philippines remittance. I don't know the cheapest one because I don't use it, to be honest with you. I take the most expensive way. I use PayPal, but I'm gonna start using what do you call it? I'll start using what's the name of that thing? I forgot what the name of it, but the one connected to PayPal, Zoom. I'll start using Zoom because I'm comfortable with it. I usually keep the money on PayPal. I send it right to Zoom. Also, I'm gonna use other ones as well. When I first came out here, I used the more expensive ones. I used what's that one I use? A Western Union, which I know a lot of you guys say don't use that, but I use a lot of those, but I'm gonna use Zoom and then I'll switch over to one that's cheaper. I haven't really been honest with you. I haven't really delved into those, but I'm working on and when I do it, I'm gonna make a video about it. So stay tuned for that. So pretty soon you're gonna see videos about everything, and I'm gonna do it not because it's gonna get views. Like those videos may get 1,000 views, 2,000 views. I don't care. I gotta do it. I avoided it for that reason. So I gotta stop doing. I gotta just make everything for guys that want to travel around to the Philippines. And also, what I'm gonna do, because I see some of you guys watch More to Life, on More to Life, I'm gonna make videos of traveling to other places as well. Because this channel is for the Philippines, but on More to Life channel, it's gonna be if you want to travel to Thailand, you want to travel to Africa, you want to travel to Brazil, you want to travel to Dominican Republic, the dangers in these places. I'm gonna go in on everything, right? For you guys. I'll also be in these other countries, with Kay moving around and moving and shaking and showing you guys those areas too. So I can't wait for that. And so Peter Wong said, Chris M, I would highly recommend you set self send to yourself in Western Union for safety in case if you lose your wallet, get stolen or big issues. If you can't withdraw, you have backup. Yeah, I use Western Union in the past. So yeah, I don't doubt that. And so the Art of Will said I heard expats can't own land in the Philippines. How hard is it for expats to get citizenship there so they can start owning land? Well, really, I wouldn't suggest guys to get citizenship because you really can't own land. Like I can't own land. It's one of those situations where you got to have the right one. I wouldn't really necessarily own land, but like right now, I have a piece of land with K. I can't own it, but I can own it. It's one of those things. I say as far as owning land, I would look to if I was an expat, I would look to invest in land somewhere else, right? And I'm gonna get into that also more on my More to Life channel when I'm actually in these countries. I want to do those videos up close in person, like I'm there and I'm talking about land, I'm talking about how to own it there, and I'll be going to places where you can and getting in on that soon. But you can't really own land in the Philippines. I wouldn't suggest it. I wouldn't suggest it. I'm working on doing something with Kay where we can have our land and then also our uncle owns land so we can do something like that together. But as far as owning land, no. If you're a guy looking to own land and get land and land and land and expand, like how you can do in the US, the Philippines doesn't allow it. And they do that purposely so foreigners can't come over here and take over the country. I don't think it's right, but that's what they do. And so Peter Wong said, and if you don't use Western Union, you can always get a refund when you go back to your country. And so Gillette said, hey, Jay, I enjoy your content. They're having the first Filipino music festival out there in San Juan in Manila in November. Hope to meet you one day, brother. Man, I'll tell you this. If they're going to have a music festival in San Juan and Manila, I may be there.
We're close by. We can even walk there.
Yeah, we
It's
can
in
walk to
Green
San Juan.
Hills.
Yeah, we can walk
So
there, literally. So, yeah, I'll be there.
30 minutes walk.
Okay.
30 minutes an hour. We walked 1 hour
Yeah.
last time, right?
Nah, not even.
From Fitness First, Green Hills?
No, it takes us like a half hour.
Half hour?
Yeah, half hour to walk there. Yeah, I can literally walk there in a half hour. So yeah, if you guys are coming out to something like that, to the Filipino Music Festival, I'll be there. I'll be there. And that's the thing I suggest everybody does. You get out here in any country you're in, go to the festivals because that's when you're gonna really feel the culture, right? And that's when you guys get out here and get moving around and you realize how African the country is, right? When you hear it at the festival, you hear, "Doot, doot, 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 doot." I don't know if that'd be like that. I'm gonna look it up. I think that's gonna be like regular music, like they have rock or something like that, which is great. Which I can't wait to go. I know the Thailand had the Rolling Loud out there, I believe, because Thailand, of course, they have the legalized weed out there. And so Ron said, "I am in Long Island, New York, Roosevelt." Okay, yeah, Ron, I used to live in Freeport, man. I'll be in Roosevelt sometimes. I used to live in Freeport. So Peter Wong said, Chris, in most places are competitive, but they can't give you a one for one, since they gotta earn. Let me show it on the screen. So anything under 2.2 to point 0.4 less should be good, but you can check with a few locations. Go to the best one. And so Anthony Nelson said, I've watched in a little while. Did you sound like the Philippines? He loved it, man. He loved it. And I can't wait to bring him back. But he's killing me. I'm telling him, like, son, you gotta keep your grades up. And he's already slacking off in the beginning of the year. Um so right now he can't use his phone, he can't do anything. And I don't know, I'm gonna get through to him. He's very driven when it comes to being productive. That boy already knows how to edit. He can edit videos faster than I can, and he picked it up like this. And he's very talented. It's just he's not into schoolwork, you know. He's not into schoolwork. When I had him here, he's just not into things I was into when I was younger. As far as like when I was younger, I always wanted to push myself and push myself to do something. He doesn't have it in him that much, but I'm happy he came because the more he's going to be here, and then I'm going to go out there. I want to make it out there soon, so I can, be in his head and get him back here, so he can be out here with me next year. I want him constantly out here, to see that it's different. And I'm telling him, like, son, once you have to go to summer school, you can't come to the Philippines, so he's going to feel it. I'm still going to be out there with him for, 3 weeks to a month if he's not able to come, but I want him here. And so Von Byron said, but women in Cebu are very shy, Jay, and lots of middle class Filipinas don't even look at foreigners because from my experience with my Filipina, she told me that Filipinas, her family told her, yeah, yeah, yeah. I already know. And it's facts, most Filipinas, they don't look at foreigners. I mean, think about it. It's like that in Thailand. It's like that everywhere. Most women anywhere doesn't look at foreigners, right? They want someone from their own place. They want something that's familiar. That's just a natural thing, And I remember back in the day, I would make videos, and I would I would say that, and guys didn't get it. I'm like, no, you come out here, most Filipinos won't check for you. You know, you gotta. It's like that everywhere. And if you go out to like Thailand, say, let me give you an example. We go out to Thailand, right? And you travel around the whole country, they'll be looking at you, but they mostly want their own. That's just a given. Yeah, yeah, no black guys. Yep, that's true. And so, Danny Arnold said, I've always been a martial arts enthusiast and nerd. One of the spots I like to go to next is southern parts of Mindanao and playing their martial arts, Kung Tao and Arnis. I think that's the blast. Yeah, definitely it is. They also have the one where you, with the sticks, I forgot what it's called. They have the knife arts out here in the Philippines and Matangas. They got them everywhere. And so Chris M said, so I should do this before I leave. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So worldwide tapping in. What's going on down worldwide? How you doing, man? And so OB said that's the right way to do it. Chinese would take over. Yeah, they would. Will you ever own a car there, Jay? Yes, I will. Um, I'll tell you why I'm going to own a car. Why definitely going to need one. If I'm vlogging in the way I want to vlog, I want to bounce from place to place. Of course, in Manila, I can take the train and get everywhere I need to go, but I want to be able to get somewhere like that, right? Especially for my wife. My wife, she is like she's in the clothing, and her content is getting like finding what's like, say, go to a sneaker store or something like that and find the best, or go to a shoe shop and get the best shoes, or go to Tai Tai Change, get a bunch of dresses. A couple of you guys may have seen her channel. Um, and yeah, I want to be able to do that faster.
That's KD experience, guys.
She's trying to promote. Yeah, it's Katie experience. So yeah, I want her to be able to do that faster because there's a lot of money in what she's doing, which we're still getting that up and going and getting it off the ground. because, you know, in the area she's going to, the dresses were like $2 to $4 a piece. And I've talked about it before in this channel, but you got those in bulk and you're selling them. Man, these are the same dresses, right? For $2 to $4 that go for $40 to $50 in the States. So
Yeah, but there's no $2 dress.
yeah, they are.
That's like for super thin girl.
Yes, yeah, but still,
That's
it's
not really like long dressed.
yeah, it's fine. But you said for super thin girls, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's fine. That's you can sell them to super thin girls. They also have ones that are like the long gown type dresses for like 800 to 1,000, which is $20, and those are gonna go for more, even more in the States. So yeah, there's a lot of money in that. And so GLS said, I'll send you a flyer of the first Filipino music festival. A friend of mine from the States will be performing. Oh, cool. Cool. I'll definitely be there. So many islands to choose from. Yeah, it is. That's why OB, you gotta go around and travel. You gotta go around and see what it is and see where you want to be at, you know. You have to come to the Philippines and see what fits your vibe. And then also on top of that, keep moving around because the Philippines may not fit your vibe. You know, there's many guys that came to the Philippines ended up in Thailand, or came to Thailand and it was too fast, ended up in the Philippines. It happens both ways. Or a guy may go to Vietnam and say, I want to go to the Philippines. Or a guy may go to the Philippines and say, I want to go to Vietnam. Or a guy may come to the Philippines and say, I want to be in Africa. Or a guy may go to Africa and say, I want to be in the Philippines. It just happens all kinds of ways. And so Ron Bolden said good advice about investing in real estate in the Philippines. Yeah, Ron Bolden, Freeport Red Devils. Yep. I ran track there. Big Hawk, Yonkers native. What's going on, man? Long time no see. And so Ron said, I've been to the Philippines twice before 2017 and 18. Also Thailand twice. Also 2008, 9. I like the Philippines better. Yeah, a lot of people see what it is, folks. A lot of guys. Thailand is a big party place, right? It's better for partying. Like I'm going to Thailand. I want to make it down there like around end of November, going into December. And when I'm down there, I'm going to go from I'm trying to be there for New Year's, right? So I want to spend a couple of weeks out there, and I'm not going to drink anything, but I'm still going to party. I'm still going to go out and have fun without drinking. So I'm looking forward to it. Go out there, chill out with the expats out there, the passport bros out there. You know, just move around. I've been in the Philippines, so I've read that already. And so OB said, please bring large bills when exchanging money. Small bills will cost you more during the exchange to pesos. Very true. Very true. And you'll know so when you're not at the airport, right? Like I've when I every time I come back into Manila, I don't exchange at the airport because of course it's a little more. I exchange in a local place, but still, 100 anything if you give it 100, it's a little bit. I don't know. I can't give you the fees right now. It's definitely a little bit less. If you give anything 50 and under, you just lose money. And so schools, I don't know what you mean by that. But John Sylvester said, exactly, it's like that anywhere, really. You will get that in some places around the globe. And so to me, it's the bleaching of the skin that a lot of Thai women are doing to get better jobs. That is what a Thai woman told me the last time I was there. Philippines, too. Philippines does that, too. That's something that will never go away, man. It's the, it's just, I don't know, I call it white worship, if that's what you want to call it. What are you doing, Kay? Who's that calling?
your cousin is calling.
You can answer the phone. Actually, tell them to come join the live.
I don't message her.
Send them the link. I'm gonna send you the link. Tell them to come join me. I'm I'm gonna send it to you right now. But yeah, it's the that's the thing, man. Like and Vaughn said, Vaughn knows because Vaughn is here. As a black man, you'd be accepted here in the Philippines, and you'll even get some girls. Of course, they still favor Chinese, anything Asian, and white guys, right? But as a black man, you can still get some love. There's actually a lot of Filipinas that will prefer black men too, right? You already know, man. it's just like that everywhere. A black man is always gonna get love because you got to think about it too. I say, guys, too, you can't be out here expecting it to land in your lap, right? You got to just be moving and shaking and moving and shaking and moving and shaking. And that's how Vaughn found this girl. He said, you know what? I said, Vaughn, he was out in Manila. I said, try Cebu. If that don't work, try here. Keep moving around. And he did it and it worked. He did it and it worked. He tried going on dating sites, everything, right? He kept just throwing the I don't know the term off the top of my head, but he kept throwing, you know, throwing more chances out there. And it worked. It hit. He hit. So now he has something. And so Guyana Giants, the last time I was in the Philippines was when I was in the Marine Corps. I deployed to Zamboanga with JTSOP Joint Operations. It was so beautiful out there and everybody was nice. It is, man. And that's why a lot of people like the Philippines too. Believe it or not, most people just truly don't want to learn the language, right, of that country. When I was in Thailand, it was almost like I had to learn. I started learning more Thai words than I know Filipino words. I forgot it now, but I was picking up the language more because I had to. So, Godson, how is it visiting Cebu, and how's that plane ride health wise? Being on the plane for 14 hours or more. I'll be coming there in November this year. Well, the plane, I'm used to it. I took whew, probably 8 flights back and forth all the way from US to. I've taken flights that were 30 hours because I had to keep going to different planes and switching because I booked my ticket last minute, and I'm used to it. I fall asleep. I mean, when you're in a plane, they're gonna give you 3 meals. Most every airline, you get 3 meals, so you won't feel famished. Really, you will if you're a big eater, right? So you may keep asking for snacks or buying snacks, but still you'll be fine. You won't be starving. And that's really all you need is the food. And also on the planes, most planes are gonna give you the headphones. They're gonna have the movies. So yeah, it's gonna get you by on the flight. You better get by. Your first time, you're gonna feel like it's 14, 15 hours. So yeah, book that flight that's 14, 15 hours. So you want to go directly to you want to go to LA, and the flights coming from LA are usually gonna be shorter. Fly out of LA. I bumped into a problem where my flight was getting canceled. I had a couple of flights canceled when I brought my son back and I was coming back. It actually cost me $1,300. But I knew one thing. I said I need to go to LA and I'll be fine. What's your favorite Filipino food so far? Are you familiar with you could be called express? Yes, I am. Um, Mine has been sinigang. One thing I do love the most though is laing. I love laing, man. The fish laing though, no pork. The fish laing. You put the fish bits in it, and then Kay she cooks it for like 2 to 3 to 4 hours.
That's tuyo, guys, dried
Oh,
fish.
the
But we're
choyo.
not. He's not allowed to eat that no more because it's too salty.
No, we got it. We got it in the fridge actually.
No,
No, it's
but
still
we
mom.
cannot put that in no more.
Well, yeah, oh yeah, we don't put the dry fish in it. What do you put in it now?
No, I didn't put anything.
Really?
Yeah, it's pure lying without fish. No.
Oh, it's good. Guys, you gotta make it how she makes it. Kay, we gotta do the cooking thing again.
It's 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm
Three
saying,
hours
yeah, we
to
gotta
cook
do
for
them
3 hours.
recipes. Man, it's delicious, right? And that I didn't know you didn't have nothing in it no more.
No,
You don't have no dry fish, nothing?
no.
Kay, you gotta give that recipe, babe. People
People
need
know
that.
how to do it. It's
No, but still,
Give me
Kay.
my iPhone.
They they need the
Give me the
recipe.
video.
They need the recipe because man, it's delicious. I didn't know she didn't put nothing. It's delicious, but lying, that's it. Adobo, I like adobo too. I
It's
did a
ganyan,
lot.
langka.
Lanka.
Ginataang langka.
Yeah, Gantang Lanka is not bad.
Cheese adequate laing.
Yeah, lying. I love lying.
We ate
And
that
so
for 3 days, guys.
yeah,
3 days to
usually
4
when she
days.
makes it, I eat it for 3, 4 days in a row, and it tastes better. It's kind of like when what's the food? It's like if you have collard greens and whipped tomato. Yeah, it's like laing. it's gonna kind of remind you of collard greens. Not so much. It's it's actually really not a richer taste. There's a lot of Filipino foods with a lot of flavor, man. You gotta come on here and try it. Laing is kind of like it's like a cream spinach, but not cream spinach. It's better than a cream spinach. See, I think you guys should definitely try that. So you see, the Coke your uncle said I just did a live last night. Oh, that's what's up. I just left Cebu on August 26th. I loved it. Looking
Wait,
for an
don't
apartment
turn
now.
there.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely turn the apartment. Yeah, I had the aircon off because
You forgot to send me all the videos in order.
yeah, I know.
I'm gonna find it now on my own. I hope it's in here on the phone.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the phone. But let me know if you need some help. I'll definitely jump over there with you. And some more capital. I don't know what John Sylvester was talking about, but herb is legal in Thailand. Yes, it is. That's why I'm definitely gonna hit up Richie Mac. Yeah, that's why a lot of guys are gonna choose Thailand. Like Thailand, oof. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen in the Philippines, but hey, you never know. Never say never. Herb Palmer, yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit up Richie Mac. I gotta hit him up. I've been so busy in the past like 5 6 months. I've been super busy, but so I haven't kept in contact with Richie Mac. I definitely gotta hit him up. So I'm going out there. I actually want to go to Pattaya too. I'm gonna go to Bangkok. I'm gonna be all over Thailand. I'm going to Bangkok. We're gonna go to where you used to work, okay?
Hmm?
Where you used to work at? What town is that?
Ayutthaya.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Bangkok,
I wanna
Ayutthaya.
visit my school again.
Yeah, that's where Kay used to work. Kay worked there for 3 years as a teacher. So we're gonna go to her old school, Bangkok. We're gonna do some shopping. We're gonna get some bags out there, and we're gonna sell the bags here. Right. So that's what me and Kay are actually into. So we're gonna go out there, get a boatload of bags, bring it to the Philippines. It's gonna be marked up like $20, and it's a quick hustle, That's what we're gonna do. And then after that, we have people out there that we know, so we're gonna have them buy it for us. After that, we have to go scout it ourselves first because there's a bag in trend right now. Also, they have clothes there that they don't have here in the Philippines. So yeah, we're gonna go out there for that. And so, Five Face said, do they have American ATMs there for the U.S. dollar? Well, no, they don't have ATMs, but they do have ATMs that you can take out American money. The ATMs are usually 250 pesos, but I would say go to BPI. With BPI, you can take out $400 at a time, which is $20,000. So BPI is going to be the ATM you want to go to. And so Peter Wong said, "Yeah, I love all your videos. Will you try vlogging your daily life and adventures in Philippines in the future? I love to watch your vlogs and vacation experience." Actually, yeah, I want to do that, Peter Wong. Right now, my time completely opened up. I'm going completely solo. I'm still gonna be helping guys out, but I'm transferring everything from offline, from physically working or helping people work, and I'm transferring it all over to YouTube. I'm transferring it over to YouTube automation. I'm gonna help guys get into that. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be vlogging daily and show my daily experience soon. And that includes me going to the gym, pretty much everything I'm doing every day. Every time I eat out, it'd be like that. So actually, I can't wait for that to happen. But Peter Wong, I'm waiting to wake up earlier. So once I wake up earlier, like around at least 9, 10 in the morning, that's when I'll start doing that. How's the crypto scene in the Philippines? Is crypto friendly? Crypto friendly? Well, I'm not into that, the crypto scene out here, but there are tons of people that are into it. And that's one of those things. If you're into things like that, like crypto, Manila's gonna be the place. They have tons of events on crypto all the time. Um, they have tons of investing events all in Manila. That's one of those things you would like Manila for. If you're a guy like that, that's into those kind of scenes, you would like to know. Also, the food scene too. The street food scene is bigger in Manila. Also, the hidden spots, right? So, say if you want to try certain things, like it'd be a certain spot where they make like regular food, but it's good. Everybody goes there. That you go there at 1 in the morning. It's full packed. They have a lot of places like that, Manila. Like it's hidden somewhere. You won't know about it unless you know the locals. So you're out here, you get to see spots like that, which I have to start showing. The reason why I don't show those videos before, as I explained, is those videos usually don't get any views. But I'm gonna do it now. So then you guys want to see those spots, so I'm definitely gonna do it now. And so, what's going on, Maximus? How you doing, brother? And then John Sylvester said, try to do more live streams. Your content is beautiful and real talk. Also funny. You're an awesome guy. Yeah, I know. What happened, John Sylvester? I didn't have time. I didn't have the time to do the live streams. And it was actually more fruitful to do the videos. So I held back on it. The videos started taking off for me, and it made more sense. But I'm gonna start doing more lives and putting out much more content. So you guys are gonna start seeing tons of content from me, to where videos are coming out every day, 2 to 3 to 4 videos, and talking about everything, every single thing happening, everything that's in my head is gonna get talked about now. So I can't wait to do that for you guys. I think it's gonna be very fruitful too. And so Risky said that Hollywood celebrity status worship. Yeah, that's definitely out here too. And so Vaughn said, I already reserved my hotel room for December 27th to January 2nd in Bangkok. Celebrate New Year's there. Like the circles, it's the greatest show. Yeah, that's where I'm going, Vaughn. I want to be out there.
What's that? But we're not gonna be in Bangkok on New Year.
Yeah. We may be in Bangkok. We may be somewhere else, but
Within Thailand though.
yeah, we're still gonna be in Thailand. Definitely, we're gonna be all over the place. I can't wait to go out there. I don't know about like people. Thailand is a party city, right? I'm not really a partier like that, but I do want to go there to have fun around the New Year. Not nothing crazy. I'm not gonna be out there smoking no weed, nothing like that. Drinking. I'm done with that. Just enjoying myself, right? I'm the kind of guy that could be in a club dancing, and you think I'm drunk, but because I'm dancing more than drunk people, and I'm out there bugging out, and you're like, wow, I didn't see that guy drink one drink. He's just enjoying life, and I'm happy. And I knew that I really enjoy life. I told Kay that the other day. I said, babe, I said, you see how the music was going? I was just, she said, yeah. I said, that's how I am. I was like, I danced a lot when I was a kid, so I truly enjoy myself in settings like that. And Ron Borden said, such a shame that natural skin beauty is perfect for the location. Don't they understand that bleaching the skin is greater risk of cancer? It is. But you know what it is though, Ron? It's to get ahead, man. It's to get ahead. And it's people have truly worshipped their oppressors for so long out here. They don't understand it. And it is sad, but it benefits white guys a lot actually, believe it or not. They don't even look at it like that. It's funny, the white guys that come here even want the black darker skinned woman too. It's true. They don't want the Filipinos that really bleach their skin like that. Some Filipinos know. I know you guys have noticed. You see some Filipino that's like super thick that lives here, that's tan. She knows like guys want this, but a lot of them don't know because guys here they want the white Filipinas. So they want white women Filipinos usually Filipinos. So they keep themselves white. And so Maximus just telling about the ATMs. And so limitless horizons. I have traveled a lot all over Southeast Asia, but never to the Philippines. I've met a lot of people from the Philippines while staying in Hong Kong. Been to Bangkok a lot. Last time 2020, and you'll notice that too. When you're traveling all over the world, Filipinos are everywhere, every country. Either working or something else or traveling. They travel too to a lot of these places. So just Matt said someone put on YouTube that they're racism. Is that true? Well, it's a lot of racism out here, but it's not the racism you're thinking, right? It's not like the racism you'll get when you're in U.S. It's a lot different. They they mostly racist to each other, believe it or not, right? They usually say if a person is real dark, Filipinos will make fun of the other person that's dark, but they won't make fun of a dark person like that comes in the country. But yeah, for the most part, as Vaughn explained, they won't favor darker skinned men, but a lot do. So guys come here and still get love. It's a weird situation. You don't have to be here to understand. But you still meet them. They still talk to you. They still be cordial with you, and you keep not pushing. Of course, you don't want to push anyone to be with you, but you keep you know staying with it. You're gonna get something. I'll be staying at Icon Jay. Yeah, I like the Icon. That's a place over by the water, right?
Which one?
Icon.
I can see.
Yeah, it's by
Yeah.
the water. Yeah, I
That's
like
where
Icon.
you go to I
They have
forgot
the
the
food
name.
and all that over there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
because the new mall
The
when we
mall.
went there, that's
Yeah,
they just recently opened when we went there in the
yeah.
2018.
They just opened when we went there, and
That year they opened it.
yeah, I loved it. But yeah, I'm gonna be back over there again too. Yeah, let me know. Contact me. Ron. I may see you
Hindi
around there.
email. Jay
Yeah,
don't use WhatsApp no more.
yeah. No, I don't. I do. I'm gonna use WhatsApp now. Now I got the my phone back. So yeah, I'll contact you soon. But dark skin Filipinos, so they are, man. They are. Especially when they know that's
What
the
Arun is there
why
close.
Tyrone is there.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
temple one.
yeah. I can't wait. I don't want to see the temples at all.
I wanna go to Grand Palace because we didn't make it because we were so late.
Oh yeah, that's where the what's the name is at, right?
The main Grand Palace, the Grand Palace, Thailand Grand
Didn't you
Palace.
say the place where the
That's
what's the name?
after what Arun. There's a Grand
What's the
Palace.
name? Not the general. What's his name? The king.
The king.
Where, you said one place the king was at. We went past it on the water.
And that's the Grand Palace.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, yeah, yeah.
We missed it because we're so late, and
Mm-hmm.
I think they're closed that day. Ah, yeah, they're closed that day, so we still
Yeah,
go on.
yeah. So yeah, we go back over to do all that. But you see, I see some flights that are dirt cheap of like a few $100 only, but they have 2 to 3 layovers. Are they worth it? I hear horror stories where they need to exit airport to another airport too. Well, usually when you're international, you may not bump into that many things. I'm not saying that it never happens, but you don't bump into it as much. When I was in the States, the airport is truly the matrix. Like people say, man, flights were canceled all over the place. And it's funny, my first time, I never really experienced cancellations like that in the States until I went back with my son. It was wild. But just find one that doesn't have a layover. If you book it ahead of time, you'll find a good flight. So what happens is when you book it like 2 3 months before, people already book those flights that you can find for cheaper and not have 2 or 3 layovers. And what happens is, they know it's last minute, so they raise them up, so it'd be more if you actually do prefer. But yeah, I know, John Sylvester. My friend actually experienced it. My friend was used by a Filipino. But it is some Filipinos that will use you for your magic stick. Yeah, yeah. It's some Filipina that you'll come here and they want to know if the rumors are true. If they want to know if the rumors are true. It's wild. When I was in different story doing interviews, I'm sure you guys have seen that interview. And the Filipinos say, I want it big. I want it big. And I'm just like, right, kid, it was aggressive. I'm like, the Filipinos are like, whoa. But, you know, a lot of them probably would. Some of them probably won't, but a lot of them probably would want bad guys. The ones saying I want it big, you know, they know they watch corn, and that's all I gotta say. And it happened. My my boy was used. It was funny because he didn't want to be used. That's what made it so funny to me. Because he's like, man, I just want a woman. I want what you have, okay? And he thought he was gonna get that. The woman kind of made it seem like she was into him. The way he let his guard down like he was the woman. He was gonna hit it anyway. Hit it. She enjoyed it for the weekend and went back to her husband. It was messed up, but yeah, it was. He's using a good way, but yeah, it was funny though when he told me. But it seems like money goes so much further in the Philippines. Why don't most Americans leave the U.S. for places where their money is more valuable? Yeah, well, a lot of people don't understand it. I think a lot of guys understand it that want to be expats because when a lot of guys retire, their money's just not enough. Sometimes to kick it in the U.S. and people make fun of it. But if your money's not enough there, why would you not come over to another country? Like you know, especially if you're making 50, even 30,000. That's gonna go such a long way anywhere else. So guys retiring and having like all they're gonna get is 20,000 for the rest of their life. Philippines or Vietnam. I was looking at Vietnam. Man, I see some places. The guys' budgets and the guys doing it in the Philippines too. Budgets were like $300, and I was like, man. But then I looked at what it was, and I said, wow, I see that being possible. He was living by a beach, and he was fishing for most of his food. So I was like, yeah, if you're fishing and then you eating rice with it, and you're not spending much on food, you're not spending much on electricity. He had his rent was low, and the guy was living on like $300-400 a month. So yeah, guys are doing it, and you guys see that and get inspired. I like Pansy and the Rose Caldo. That's one thing I like too. It's not my favorite though. I love Pansy, and I like her. I really like a Rose Caldo. My wife got me into it like a year ago. I want to go to Cebu, and so Chauncey Anderson, Manila is the only place that there has a VA hospital. Yes, and that's why Manila may be the place for a lot of guys. A lot of guys want access to that VA hospital, and so also if you have health problems, you may want to be in Manila as well. They're gonna have more of the hospitals that you need. Like when I this is my condition when I had the the not heart attacks. I forgot what you call it. Okay, what do you call that? Okay, what I had?
Mhm.
It was a heart attack. What was it? Mini strokes. When I had the mini strokes. Um, I'm happy I was here. Of course, I got the cure in Cebu too because it wasn't major. But yeah, I'm happy I was here though. Actually, going to make your laying spicy laying.
That's me.
Yeah, I know it was you.
I was uploading the Black Filipino.
I was the partying part. I had black Filipino. I'm stuck between Korean woman or Filipino. What I'm concerned about with Filipinos is their family being a burden. I heard many Filipina even put them before the husband. Well, it's gonna be like that. You just don't, and that may be fine. I don't think they put you before. I don't think they put their family before you. In most cases, right? Because of how clique Filipinos can get. But you'll know because a Filipino will bring up situations to give their family money, and usually you can roll that out right away. So when money comes up, rule that out, and you won't have a problem. But don't be surprised. There's a lot of Filipinos that are looking for love, man. You just gotta go through the bad ones, and you'll find it. You'll find like my boy Touche. I interviewed him. I'm so proud. I'm so proud and happy for him. I'm so proud he didn't give up and say I don't want to be with a Filipino again because, he got done dirty and then found the love of his life right after. Found the love of his life, and taking trips together, and he's making making videos about her, and I'm like, wow. And she's making videos about him. She made videos like, if Filipino men aren't treating you right, get a foreign. And I'm like, wow. I like it, man. I was looking at it like, wow, like it's a good representation. I love seeing it because it shows guys, look, I can go do it too. The man was down and out, right? He didn't give up. He kept going, and boom, he's good. We'll need your help finding an apartment or suggestions. Yeah, definitely, I can help you. I can definitely help you with that. And also, guys, pretty soon I'm going to be selling my condo. I'm going to be selling my condo, and I'm going to work it out in a way to where, um, it can be paid off, and you won't have that. I forgot what you call it. It won't be those same fees foreigners get charged. I forgot what it is. I forgot what you call it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna work it out to where there's no percentages on it. There won't be any percentages on it, so it'd be like you pay it off, and it's just sit. I'm not making any percentage. I'm giving it to you for what it's at because I don't need it. I'm just gonna use it for the 3 years and that's it. So pretty soon I'm gonna sell it. What's going on, George? How you doing, brother? And so Peter Hong said, "Why are there so many Filipino wanting white skin and so many stores offering white skin products? Do they know we foreigners love the darker, tanner skin as opposed to full white sometimes?" Well, you know what it is though, Peter Hong. Most Filipino want the Filipinos,
And also
and
the
also
commercial too, the TV.
also commercial. They see it on TV. They see all of the Filipino that they're making it usually have white skin. Also, the Filipina who have whiter skin usually get more jobs. It's it's a whole cultural thing, right? It's not that they're just racist. It's the society. It's not, and the people are their brains are brainwashed into it because it's just like that. It's just like that here. I've been here so long, it doesn't even bother me because I understand. It's sad, but it's the country. I really feel sad for the people, but for that, but it's really nothing you can do when it's the society, right? The culture, like people are deeply brainwashed for years. It's kind of like it's like what happened in U.S., but not the same, right? Here, people whole identity was changed. It was deeper here. It's wild. When you think about it, when you think deep into it, you go, wow, the whole thing was changed because most people here are like this or darker, really naturally. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into it, but you guys know what I mean. It's sad the way people's like, okay, I don't want to be that. I want to be this. It's crazy. But anyway, so let me list Horizon. I stayed in Bangkok a couple of times, and Pattaya is also an awesome place to visit and stay. Yeah, Pattaya is one of those places for me. You get in and get out. The reason why the beach is all good. I would go there. I'd be there for the beach, being by the water. But I'm married, so like I can't be out there having fun. Right? If I lived over there, and it'd be different. I could do it because I'll be there with just my wife, like kind of like what Richie Mack does. He's there with his lady. He's there also because it's the environment, right? He creates a vibe over there, and I'll be like that. But a lot of guys that go there single, I probably couldn't do that either. I would rather live maybe in Bangkok or somewhere else where it's not as as much things like it is there because Bangkok is just a whole nother thing, man. To me, it is anyway. Yes, life is great. Here to support you, brother. Thanks for the support, man. Thank y'all for being here with me right now. I appreciate it. And so, let me see here. I can't see. So, get your passport, gentlemen. Travel. I love the live streams. I hear Cebu is a place to visit when in the Philippines for quality ladies. Well, what it is, Cebu are going to be more open, but really, you're going to meet the ladies anywhere, man. Anywhere you are in the Philippines, you can meet them. You know what happens in a place like Manila? They're doing something. And you know what it is? Think about it, man. Most women are from the province that are in Manila. You know what it is? They're here in Manila on a mission. Like Kay and her sisters. They come from the province. They came here to grind. So a lot of women that come to Manila are on a mission. So when you they like standoffish is that they're working. Like and I'll give you an example. And I break down when I was in the store, right? And I break it down like that on purpose. Whenever I go to stores, I usually talk with the woman there. If I was single, I would get women in Manila all day long because they're in the stores. They're everywhere. They're working. So you get them where they're at, right? So it's that kind of place. Like for instance, I was in just about 3 to 4 weeks ago, maybe longer than that now, maybe a month and a half ago. I was in Watson's, and the girl was dancing right to music. That was on the radio in Watson's, and I said, "Oh, you go there," and then she started laughing, and the other girl next to her started laughing, and they were just laughing, and I was joking with them, and they were open. They opened up right away, boom, because they're naturally. I gotta use this because they're
You want
naturally
something feminine and delicate.
and So no matter what, even though they may be closed off if they're moving in the street, it was open, it was a warm welcome. It was a warm welcome. And if I was single, it would have been open for taking. But you gotta be in it to let you everywhere you're going. You just gotta be yourself, talking, even somewhat flirting a little bit, right? Because you're gonna know because they're gonna either gonna give you the nod or give you the get away from me, and they do that with the look in their eye. And you're like, okay, all right, I get it. Or even if, only dangerous thing is some of them are gonna be sweet, so you may, but still you can kind of tell. So let me skip by this a little bit. So God's son said, Jay, are you familiar with the company AFA, a foreign affair? And if so, what do you think that they're about their service of foreign men? Well, I think it's cool. A guy like me, this is me talking, right? And everybody may not want to do that. What I would do, I'm the kind of guy I would rather say get it on my own, right? I kind of like the chase. I don't know what it is. I just like the chase. I think
But there's a successful story, like
no,
Eric and Cindy was
yeah,
foreign
no.
affairs. Therefore,
I'm gonna explain that. It's very there are great successful stories about foreign affair though. Yeah. Do you remember Eric and Cindy? I interviewed them in Cebu. Eric and Cindy. Eric met Cindy on a foreign affair, right? And when I was interviewing her, there was one thing she said. She said, "I wanted a husband." She was so serious about having a husband, and she said it was something about him, right? And she wasn't one of those Filipina that cared if a guy was black, right? She said, I seen other guys. It was like she said, no, I wanted him. She said, and she was so driven in the way she was talking. I gotta pull up that interview for you guys for in the live stream. And I said, yeah. I said, I get it, right? And a lot of women can be like that here. You know, Philippines is a boot up place. So when you're here, there may be a lot of women that are boot up. So you gotta be careful with that too. I hear Vietnam women are conservative. Is that true? Yeah, they are, and they're very open. From what I hear about them, they'll let you have it too. Depends though, because you got ones that are like that, ones that are super feminine. So it's like that everywhere. You can have women everywhere that will, you know, bark on you or overstand. Exactly, limit horizons. You said it. You said it's more colorism and classism. You will find it all over Asia. Yeah, because Filipinos look down on in most parts of Asia, believe it or not. They look down on Filipinos. And so Frank Ellis said, why would white guys come from America want a white Filipina? They might as well just stay in America with white women. I've heard this from white guys. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no, it's true. Most guys that come here don't want white Filipinas. That's true. But they do it because they have to. Most of them want Filipinos, and they just got to do it. They're not gonna keep themselves dark and not get a job, right? To get the job you want, a lot of times, you know, and I'm sure they still hire you because I've seen a woman on a train uh, yesterday actually, and she had on a Watson's outfit. She was a pharmacist, and she's my complexion, actually a little bit darker than me. And so yeah, not all of them do it, but you're right. You come think about it, like, wait a minute, she got the job. Of course, they're not. That's not something that they're considering saying you have to be white. But some people do though, right? Some people do. They probably won't say it to you. I'm sure. Did you guys see the ad going on right here, the potato corner? There's an ad with potato corner that was out. I'm about to show that. Hold on, let me see. I gotta show you guys a potato corner ad. And the ad was saying pretty much, hey, you want a Filipina? Like they was pretty much saying they want a Miss Philippines to work in potato corner. If you guys know potato corn, that's like you can get the sour cream and chopped potatoes or the cheap potatoes. I gotta show that to you guys really quickly. And they had the craze going on about that. Well, where Filipinos making fun of potato corner. And so Limit Horizon says, as a foreigner, your color doesn't really matter because your class as outranks the color of your skin. It sure does. And a lot of women know that too. And a lot of guys don't mind getting chose because of that. All right. A lot of guys don't mind getting chose. I wouldn't mind a woman choosing me because she sees me as a higher class. Because you are. I don't necessarily look at that as using me. And a lot of guys don't think so either. But I wouldn't want them to choose me. You get what I'm saying? I don't want them to see me and go, foreigner, I want to talk to me because of that reason. Then it's like, okay, you're choosing me and you probably not that good. Or but they still fall in love with you because they're still feminine, so it probably still could work. So I'm not gonna say that's just so much a bad thing. They don't use the N word in the context that a white person in the USA might. No, they don't, and they usually use it trying to relate. Every black person knows that. They used it with me when I first came. I've seen many vlogs. People say, "Oh, what's up, ma?" And because they think that's how we talk. When I haven't talked like that since I was 18 years old. So when people do it, it's like I got a little offended when a kid did it, but I knew right away. I said, "I'm in the Philippines. This kid is doing what he thinks, you know, what he thinks that I do, and I don't do that. I don't talk like that." So, but I got it though. I'm like, I knew it was nothing because he was coming up to me like hip in a hip hop way, and I got it right away. And I already, I know where I'm from too. Like I'm from the home of hip hop, right? When I was growing up, all I seen was hip hop, and all I seen was that. And I seen all the trends. It was all coming from New York, so I seen it all. And so Godson said, "What are the best places to visit in the Philippines when you come there for 2 weeks?" I say definitely you want to go to. Person like me, I would try the cities and also the islands. Right? I can't tell you which islands. I can tell you which islands I've been to. I've been to Palawan. I've been to Boracay. I've been to a couple of others. I've been to Puerto Galera. I've been to what's that? Baguio. Um, I know it's not a beach, but still, you got to try Baguio too. Especially when you when
Bual-bual in Cebu.
I went to Marball and Cebu, but I definitely suggest when in the heat of summer, go to Baguio. When it's like burning hot, try Baguio. You're gonna love it. And so but still, I would say you try Surigao the shore. It's gonna be expensive, but I would say go there. Um, she's for the streets. I don't know what you guys are talking about. And so when you go to Bangkok, check out this Jamaican restaurant called Frying Pan Bangkok. I definitely will, man. When I went back to the U.S., my brother was working at his friend's father's Jamaican restaurant, and I was about to leave and go to the airport. I should have ran in that restaurant and got some jerk chicken. I used to love jerk chicken. Oh man, you got me thinking about it now. So I definitely got to try the Frying Pan Bangkok. Where's it at? Well, I know it's in Bangkok. But you know what part of Bangkok? I'll search it. I'll find it. Okay, save this. I'll save it here. Hold on 1 second. I don't even want to try that place. I'm gonna put it in my notepad here. 1 second, guys. I gotta put this here because I don't just want to eat the spicy Thai food. I want to try things like that, like the frying pan, Bangkok, other food as well. And I'm waiting for somebody. I gotta find. I heard there is one out here in the Philippines. I want to find a soul food place in the Philippines, but I don't want the collard greens with the pork in it. I do want to try some mac. I want that mac and cheese with the three cheeses, and stuff like that. The real candy yams. I want some of that. There you go. The frying pan, Bangkok. The frying, the frying pan, Bangkok. So I'm definitely gonna try that. So John Sylvester said bucket list, man, and Peter Wong said, Jay, if you had 3 million, would you just retire and leave the money in bank and live off, or will you invest in open businesses to earn more? But I hear that's risk of losing money too. Well, I would do I would do a little bit of both, right? Because out here on this side, they got bank accounts you can find even here, right? That are 4% interest and higher. It's another one too that I'm looking into joining. That was 8. But I'll let you guys know about that when I join it and see how good it is. I want to use it for like a year, 2 years. See, make sure there's no loopholes or any change, anything like that. So I'm looking into doing that. Also, I'm looking into invest already. So the thing is, what I like about being over this side, right, is that when you're outside of the West, and I talked about it before, when you're outside of the West and you're looking to invest, it's a lot cheaper. That's why you can be somewhere outside of the country and invest in a condo or something, or even, of course, you can't do land, but you can do places, right? You can own places. Like you can go and get yourself a condo. You can have a fleet of condos, right? And you can get them. You can get one for 30,000, $40,000. In U.S., what's the real estate market now? You couldn't do it. So for the same price, you can buy get one in the U.S. Say if a house, I'm going to lowball it. Say 300,000, right? 300,000. Say in the cheap city, maybe get one for 250, maybe. But for that 250 here, what I tell you, 30, 40,000. Let's say 40,000. You divide that 200,000, 250,000, and 40,000. What's those numbers, guys? How many condos is that? How many condos is that? And the thing about it is you can pay those off faster. You can start with one, get that, have a fleet of Airbnbs, or even fix them up and sell them. Right? There's many things you can do. You can come out here and get a laundromat, and you can buy, invest, and get the laundromat machines for probably what? Probably put 2 million down to like 40,000 or even less. You can pay into it. They're going to give you that. They're going to allow you to do that because you come with foreign money, especially if you can show. It's great for guys that are retiring because you can show that you have this amount coming in every month. That shows steady income. So they're gonna give you whatever you want. Oh, all you have to do is make sure you have the right visa. So you would come out here, go down to immigration, tell them you want to get an investor visa or get an SRV visa. Get one of those. They got them. Right. You can get one now for like 3,500, and go out the country and invest. They got it in other countries too. It's gonna be a lot cheaper to do it. So it's not really that much of a risk. Like in the U.S., it's more of a risk because you know you have to invest hundreds of thousands, or you get a loan too, but it's a lot harder. Vietnam is cheaper than Philippines. I know it is. It is. That's why I seen a guy with the cost living for 300. People there, people there isn't a social safety net in the Philippines compared to the United States. So I understand that families rely on their children to provide because of that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, they do. Um, that happened with my wife's family. They took care of their parents because there was no safety net. There's no, they have retirement, but it's not the same as U.S. Right? It's not the same. U.S. you retire full ride, you good for the rest of your life. Especially you get a pension, you good. It's funny, like I kind of actually um I regret it for a little while not working for the city, right? Because I'd have been retired years ago. I'd have been retired probably 5 years ago, but I didn't choose to go that way. Owner finance for interest, yeah. So Chauncey said, Jay, what do you think? is going to happen when USA open new army base there and young soldiers start to show up. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be just like it was when US was in a country before. You know, when some of you guys were out here and those bases were open. It'll be like that again. So I don't think it'll be anything that the Philippines hasn't seen before. I think it's gonna be great for the Philippines. You know, I think the US is already here because of everything that's happening in the China Sea. So they're already here and they're already working. And I don't, I do know that foreigners probably some of them get out of hand, but it'll be in control. Actually, when it opens, Chauncey, I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna go out there and see what's going on in those areas, and actually see if I can get a business over there. Right? You got to join the party, and that's a good investment, right? Think about it. You go over there, things open up. You get something going on over there now. So when it's fully open, it's like boom, you're already there. So something looking into Peter. So let me see, Peter. Showing Peter. Tony, what's going on, brother? Okay, Tony's here, and so Limit Horizon said colorism is not just limited to the fields; it's all over Asia. It is worse than India. Yeah, I know that. It's worse in. It's worse in. Actually, it's worse in almost every country over here. Than the Philippines is like the bottom of the colorism. Really, it's more like that, and probably China and Korea, all those countries over there too. But India, I don't know about India. And so, Roll Power Ventures, I'm going to another on Wednesday, was there in Cebu 2 months ago. I tell you, I be meeting the right Filipino. You cannot be so much of a nice guy, and you will lose all the time. Yeah, it's kind of the same too. I mentioned that as well. Like when you leave, women are gonna be women, right? It's just you have more chances. I tell guys that woman will be woman everywhere you go. There will be modern women everywhere you go, no matter what country you go. It's just you have more of a chance when you leave. What's going on, Tone? And so John Sylvester said most people of color in different countries do the bleaching, brainwashed into that. All what they see on TV, adverts, etc., just like white people want to be darker, messed up humans, man. I know for sure. Um, it's nobody's happy. Nobody's happy with themselves. Nobody's, and it will never change. It will never change until the sun falls out of the sky. You know, and that's not gonna happen. So it's never gonna change. What's going on, Simply Rocco? People will be like that forever, and what people have to realize, and it's deeper than most people think. Like nobody comes from caves, nothing like that. People want to realize it or not, we all come from two people, literally, literally from two people, literally. I don't know what you believe in, but I don't believe there was people in caves somewhere. I believe people all from one place. All right, we all the same people, just over time, different shades for different environments, you know, but we all the same people. We had different things in the skin where pigmentations were switched up, all kinds of things. I'm not even using the right words maybe, but guys that know what I'm talking about. We all from the same people. Simply Rocco, what's going on, brother? Camille George, thank you for coming. So you guys are going back and forth. I was hanging out with Philly Dom. Who's Philly Dom? You talking about the guy in Angela City? You have to be approachable, open. A simple smile can go a long way with any woman in the East. Yep, it can. A smile. You're open. You're just talking, and you know, all they can do is say no. That's all they can do is say no. But you get a lot of those no's, it'll start getting to you. It'll start getting to you. So I understand. It is the media, John. It is. And Simply Rocco said it right. It says split your time between cities, provinces, and beach resorts. You got to do the research first. Yeah. And so Daniel Cox said, hey, really charged me no fees. Easy to use, and I really like using the app. I used to use Western Union, but I got tired of the fees. And so Daniel Arnold, so far I've been in Cebu, Lapu City, Tagbilaran, Butuan, Mato, a little island right out of the water by Surigao de Sur, and Tandag City. I would like to go back for about 6 months to Davao City. And I still want to go to Davao too. And I want to go to Surigao. I want to see how it is. Kate said it's expensive, but we're still going to go. She's trying to save me money already. And so Chocolate Man said, unfortunately, you're when you want to be something, you're not like whitening your skin because it causes cancer and all sorts of health problems. In order to love someone else, you have to love yourself. Yeah. And so Simi Rocco said U.S. real estate is not worth investing in anymore. It's not. It's not. Terrence, I don't remember the name of the little island. Unfortunately, it's right along Surigao del Shore, though. And guys, so I gotta show you guys this. Let me share my screen. I want to show you guys what's happening right now in the Philippines. I gotta share my system audio too. Now, I didn't do the deep research in this, guys, but here it goes. So what happened was Potato Corner, right, as I told you guys earlier, right? They put out an ad. Let me show. Here's the ad here. Here's the criteria, and then we're gonna see all the Filipinas. This is gonna be funny.
Get ready with me, mag-a-apply ako sa potato corner. Ang hirap pa naman ng
All right.
qualifications. Ang outfit ko, para kita nila na ang sexy ko at
There's
proportionate
a
ang
reason why she's
katawan
doing
ko.
that. She look hot
At
though.
ako sa potato
She's stupid.
corner.
Hold on,
Ang
hold on.
hirap pa naman ng
All right, here it goes.
qualifications. Ang
Stop.
outfit ko, para kita nila na ang sexy ko at proportionate ang katawan ko. At matalino rin naman.
Oh,
Mag-a-apply
stop
ako sa
killing him. Stop
potato
killing him, girl.
corner.
All right, this is what it says. 18 to 30 years old, at least high school graduate, knowledgeable to basic mathematical computations, preferably female, have a good visual impact. So they want them to be like real good looking, right? So it says weight must be proportionate, have clear complexion. Guys, you see that? You see that right there? This is exactly what we're talking about. Have clear complexion. This is why they bleach their skin. It says know how to communicate. Definitely love dealing with people. They're suggesting. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that ad. Look at his face. You see that? This is why they do it. Now watch this. Watch this video.
Ang hirap pa naman ng qualifications. Ang outfit ko, para kita nila na ang sexy ko at proportionate ang katawan ko. At matalino rin naman ako, cum laude from Ateneo. At good set of teeth, na clear aligners yan. Dapat clear complexion, kaya Hydra Globus Serum tayo. Meron siyang probiotics para anti-acne and to heal the damaged skin at niacinamide para maliit ang pores. Bawal makita ang pores. At 18 to 30 years old lang ang pwede, kaya dapat mukha tayong youthful. Kaya buti meron siyang peptides at hyaluronic acid para anti-aging. Bawal ang wrinkles. Look at that glow. Para sa makeup, lipstick lang.
Oh, man.
Para alam nila na kahit wala tayong makeup or simple lang ang makeup natin, maganda tayo. Therese, Yaka, 25 years old, Pernaca City, ready to serve you at Potato Corner. Pasado kaya? Get ready with...
All right, so that's one. Here it goes.
I saw your application and I want to apply. Okay, are you 18 to 30 years old? Yes, all of the above. I have a pleasing personality and a desire for an exciting new life. I say please a lot. Do you have good visual impact? Buh. I can speak English, Tagalog, and Australian. Miss, what do you want? Gusto mo ba ng barbecue? No, or wala kaming barbecue flavor.
Are you good at math?
Hi, ma'am. Bilangin natin yung fries mo. 1, 2, three. Wait, sorry. From the top, balik. 1, 2, 3. Large. Wait, dagdag pa tayo. 1, 2. Yes, I'm very good at math.
Oh
Okay, do
man.
you have 20/20 vision? No, just two, like normal people. Do you have a clear complexion? Yes. Am I hired? I'm ready to take my ID picture. Potato corn. I saw your application.
But let me go back to you guys. Now, what happened was, oh, that's funny. All right, guys. Now, what happened was, you had about, it has to be like, whew, 300 to 500 videos. So what happened was, Potato Corner apologized. They said, guys, we're sorry for that. Um, we got ahead of ourselves. We never should put that ad out. But they were serious, and everything we were talking about today. It's funny. I didn't realize that until now. I heard everything going on. White showed it to me, but I didn't realize it said clear complexion. And what do you think they mean about clear complexion? Right? There's companies pushing this stuff, and when you already see the woman out here that's getting the jobs like that, and you see every woman that did the comical clap back at them, all had clear white skin, right? And I'm sure their skin wasn't like that naturally. Wow. So I just want to show you guys that. So Don Mitchell said you said SRRV 3500. Yeah. Um, Actually, I have a contact with a lady that does it. So if you want, I can definitely set you up with her. She'll set you up with the SRV. She does everything for you start to finish, and yeah, she's pretty good. She actually works with SRV company that's been did over like 1,000 applications. So yeah, she's definitely trustworthy. But I just noticed how comes all up early, ultra early, Jay. Well, actually, no, I didn't sleep yet, John. I didn't sleep yet, and I'm still up. I'm still staying up to like 4 or 5 in the morning, even later than that. So I said, why not go live? And so Dimension said more like 50 grand. I guess you're talking about the condos. Yeah, the ones that are in the best locations are more than 50 grand actually. You see some condos out here. I don't know if they're talking about, but let me know. Not 50 grand. Yeah, 50 grand. That's like 2.5, but still that's on the low end. The condo women right now is lower than that actually. But most of them, if you want a condo like in BGC, you're looking at Wolf even more. You want a condo maybe in MOA, you're looking at 7,000 plus, 7 million plus, which is about 140,000. So yeah, depends on where it's at.
Well, 20 million in MOA.
Huh?
20 million.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember the one in front of MOA, the SMBC there?
Yeah, yeah.
It depends on the size,
It
guys.
depends on the size too. Yeah.
Always look for near an MRT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's where we get places at. And so
Train station.
the current median house price in the U.S. is 410,000. That number is from June 2023. See that? I'm not there. That's just way too much. That's just way too much. I mean, you go outside of the country and get something, and have that. And this is the thing I like about the Philippines, right? And I said it all the time. I said the reason why I like the Philippines is because the people here are used to hardship. When the world is on top of its head and it's going crazy, you want to be somewhere where people are used to hardship, right? You want to be somewhere where you can go somewhere in the country and people are looking like it's everyday life because they're used to it. That's where you want to be. What's going to happen in U.S. and also other countries, it's going to be wild. People won't be used to living without food. People won't be used to any of that. You want to be the place maybe with its farms, the neighbors and everybody's cool and you're good to go. Let's see. In fact, it's going to be better with the basis. When I was there, the exchange rate was 38 to 40 to the USD. Now it's a lot more. Yeah, the color thing was going on before the European showed up. I'm sure it was. It was way before. It was with the Spanish. But they were taken over by the Spanish. I'm sure it was like that. The median rent is 2,038 in US. Man, wow. What's up with PH basketball team losing their first two games of FIBA tournament? I'm gonna be at the FIBA tournament this coming Thursday. I'm gonna be there. And me and Kay, we're gonna we actually got invited by someone. We're also gonna book tickets on our own. I definitely want to get tickets to the championship. Okay, talked about it already. Yeah, I wonder why basketball became so popular in the Philippines. Man, they love bell hair. If you're a basketball player, you're gonna love the Philippines. You'll be able to get some good runs in the Philippines. Have Okinawa in Japan and Bahrain. Good for local economy and there are restrictions on servicemen and behavior. Yeah, it's true. Um, it's gonna be great. That's gonna bring a lot more money to the Philippines. So that's what I was saying in those areas. I'm sure it's already locked down with businesses, right? So if you can find a way in with some kind of business, you know, it may be good, it may not, but if you're in that direct location where they're gonna be at, yeah, it would be very good. Actually, I know a friend of mine who opened one of those. He's doing well. Clear complexion may mean no pimples, yeah, but still, it could be a lot of things, right? So you'll vlog it, Tony. So they're expected to be fit, feminine, slender, and cute in the job requirements. And it's true, man. You know what's wild? When I was like when you ever notice you go to a grocery store, they started hiring some bigger ones there now though. And some. But I remember when I was in SM, it was like all the women were slim and were short. None of them were really tall. I see maybe one tall woman. All of them were short. The tall woman I would see were other jobs outside. Like the tall woman usually in the airport. Definitely there's requirements for that. You have to be model a runway model to work at the airport. Certain jobs are definitely like that. And so Frank Ellis said the Black Filipino TV that will never fly in America. It will be a lawsuit. It will be. That's why they apologize. They're not gonna get sued here, but they apologize because they know it's off. Like, why would you put that in the ad? Yep. Yeah, she was joking with that. That was funny though. I'm like, she said Australian, and she knows she's in an Australian accent. She's in an Australian accent. Let me see some of these comments. Let's see. When I was young, some of my schoolmates bullied dark skin in my school. Yeah, yeah. Kate went through that as well, and that's what it is. That's what they go through as well. When they're younger, they get bullied. Oh, it was this little girl, right, Kay? Remember, it was a little girl, right? I seen. Where was we? We was living in Pasig actually. We were living in Pasig, and it was one of those little corner stores. Like I think she was like sewing and making clothes there. There was a little girl there. The little girl was darker than me, right? And I said, asked the older lady. I said, "Do people make fun of her in school?" I just knew it. She said, "Yeah, yeah, she gets teased a lot." Gorgeous little girl. I said, "Little girl," I said, "Little girl, you're beautiful. I want you to know you're beautiful. It doesn't matter what anybody says to you. You're beautiful." And I said, "I want you to know that." And she said, "Thank you, thank you." And I felt bad. I'm like, man, she get teased, but that happens here. Um, you're darker, you get teased. It happened in the province, though, kid.
Yeah.
But everybody's dark out there.
Yeah, but they call different word when you're so dark.
Yeah.
Is they're just bullying kids. That's why
Really?
some people,
But
yeah.
everybody in the province is dark.
I know, but there's a dark
Everybody's
and
dark in the
white. Not
Philippines.
everybody.
Most people, though.
You're dark, but there's someone darker than you.
Yeah.
So that's the one being bullied. So that's
Yeah.
why people like,
Yeah.
I want to be white.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to change my color because
Yeah.
they think that if you're a little bit white, you're pretty. But they doesn't
Yeah.
understand that sometimes those girls that dark, they're actually already pretty. Well, how much more if they get white? But you
Yeah.
know, they don't need to get white because they're already pretty.
Yeah, but they have no idea though. They have no idea. Guys usually want that. It's wild. Like guys have different preferences. What's up, Jay? Have you heard any rumors of a new strain of COVID that is going to be worse than the last? And do you think the PI will go into lockdown again? It's a possibility. If a new strain of COVID came, it would definitely go into lockdown. Philippines proved that. Philippines has some of the most strict lockdowns in the world. Let me tell you guys something. What was it? What last week? Hey, 2 weeks ago, guys. Let me tell you. Until 2 weeks ago, they finally allowed you.
That was last month.
It was last month.
Without face mask in the
Yeah,
country.
they finally allowed you not wear a face mask on MRT. Guys, they finally not only not wear a face mask, you
Oh
couldn't
no,
talk.
no, sorry, this month
It was
only.
this month, I know.
Yeah, because when JJ left,
Yeah,
no
it was. It
face mask.
happened.
But
So about two
after
weeks
he
ago.
left,
Yeah, yeah, guys. Literally, the Philippines. Well, it was all over the Philippines. You can go without a face mask, right? But in a train, in MRT, they recently just 2 weeks ago allowed you not wear a face mask, and you couldn't even talk. So I can actually recall 3 weeks ago before they banned the no more face masks. You can talk whatever. I was on the train. The lady walked by and was doing this to us. Remember, guys, I don't know if you guys remember that video where I said the lady shushed me on the train. It was done to me 3 weeks ago. So they just everywhere though there was no face mask. It wasn't like that. But on the train got off it just 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I was told shush. I felt like I was still back in COVID. So with that being said, Carolina travels. Yes, I think it will come back. If it comes back, the lockdowns will come again. And that's why I'm saying it. I say to guys like, man, if you want to come to the Philippines and one of these other countries, go. Because the same thing you talking about, the lockdowns from the COVID, it's gonna happen again. I believe it's gonna happen again, and I know they're gonna lock it down again, and the country be locked down. It's gonna be a nightmare, because they would rather, because the Philippines can't really afford taking care of a bunch of foreigners, right? They look at it like that, or have a bunch of foreigners in here that could possibly bring it in here, because foreigners you move freely. Most guys in the U.S. aren't, even with COVID was in really in the forefront. They weren't wearing masks like that. They were going to stores. Oh no, I don't want to wear masks. It's just like that. But thank God I said U.S. Housing market is ridiculous. More people are not going to stay here. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on with her. Um, she could have. I don't know. I I don't know. I don't get in drama, so I've been out of all of that stuff.
we're too busy.
Yeah, I'm too busy. I got a lot of things going on. I'm trying to do a bunch of different things with channels, and I got to add more content to my channel. I really want to help guys, so I got to keep making stuff, more things and more things and more things. And right now, I'm gonna do it because I'm completely free. So I got to work on stuff for me. So I just been too busy to keep all that stuff. I got dark when I was in Tandak City in Butuan. Dark red. I burnt to a crisp one time during a long drive up to Butuan City. Yeah, man. I've gotten burnt one time out in the Philippines, but when I'm staying in the province, I get extremely dark. Also, when I was in I went to where did we go, Kay? We went to Palawan. I was on a trip in Palawan for 3 days, and man, I because when that beach sun is different. That sun, I came out pitch black. You guys know when someone's light skin, and they get dark. Sometimes they get pitch black. Like my skin was smoky. The sun burnt me so bad, but I was like pitch. It was different. It was wild. I was like, why is my skin so black? It wasn't like black like a darker person, but you know what I mean. Like you could tell I was light under it. It was black. It was like it looked like I was dirty. So that was me burning to a crisp. Like what happened to you? yeah, so let me see here. Let me check something, guys. I'm about to wrap it up soon. It's getting late. Let me check something first with you guys. Let me see what we got going on here before I wrap it up with you guys. And guys, I want to do more live streams. You can check me out. I'll probably do one every day or every other day, or as much as I can. I want to have something to talk about, so I don't want to just go live and go live. So let me get out of here. One second. Let me check this here. Let me go over here. Look at the video here. Skip this. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll stay for a little while. I'll stay for a little while. Thank you guys for being here with me. Um, Let me just scroll out of here on YouTube so I don't get this here. Let me get back to this one. That's why it looks off. Yeah, it's at a crater here. Yeah. Have I noticed the prices of flights going up? No, I haven't noticed. Kay, when you because Kay's checking on flights right now. Kay, are the flights high right now?
Going to the Philippines?
Yeah, going to the Philippines.
Well, actually lower in August.
Yeah,
The last
lower.
time I
Yeah.
checked. But you need to book at least 3 to 6 months before.
Yes.
Because when we were checking August, August is cheap because it's already done with the summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Let me check
I
that
know
for
when it
you.
hits like around November, towards the middle to the end of November, it goes cheaper. I don't know the exact dates, but I know you gotta play with it a little bit. And but yeah, when you usually book it months in advance, you can get a cheaper flight. So I definitely book months in advance.
So November actually, guys, is cheaper.
Yeah.
Or even September. There's like September 19.
Yes. Tony. Tony already knows what's going on. He said the Burr months start next Friday. That's what we're preparing for, Tony. Kay right now is having what do you call it? Kay's having anxiety, right? Tony, because Tony understands. Kay has
I
to.
don't have anxiety.
No, no. Let me explain. Let me explain what it is. No, Kay wants to. Let me give a breakdown because Tony understands. Because Tony watches her too. Kay wants to better do her content and still edit videos with me, right? Because she knows that my channel's, the one that is really the forefront. So it's a lot going on. I want to hire a person to do my videos so she can do her videos. And I want to hire a person that can actually do her videos. I got to get her a new camera. I want to get her a GoPro. So with the GoPro, she can actually do her videos, dump it onto the internet because on an iPhone, it's a little harder. So we can get it over to the person that can edit it because she's doing basic edits. So it's easy. It's a lot that goes into YouTube sometimes, but we're gonna have to get that GoPro soon. I think maybe towards the middle of September, we get the GoPro so we can hire an editor. They can edit her videos and she can be able to do more videos. So she can go right to Tai Tai, make like 5 videos, give it to them. They edit all 5 in like a couple days, so she can put up like 2 videos a day. Because I want her to be able to do that. Because then she'll get the traffic, and Kay's channel will take over. Because Kay's channel has the opportunity to get more views than mine's. So if she gets on it and be able to really get into it, she'll take off. So I want to really help her do that. Because there's a lot of opportunity in what she does. Actually, that's gonna be her channel's gonna be a big money maker. So I do want to help her and support her with that. And also, she's gonna start doing live selling too, Tony. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna.
the ticket's actually $1,000.
What ticket?
From November, there's one like almost 1,200.
1,000
But
going to
if
her.
you book on March next year, there's 152,000. You need to book it in advance. But right now, he's right. The ticket is high.
It's too higher. Yeah,
There's
you're right.
no
You're right. You're right.
there's no
Santiago.
700. But it depends where you're coming from because I
Yeah.
booked this in New York. What if I go to Los
Try,
Angeles?
try Los Angeles.
Okay, because
Yeah.
guys, what we
Yeah.
doing, guys? When Jay canceled flight, we
Yes.
booked the ticket when he arrived in
Look.
particular location. But
Yeah.
we got scared because his flight he was stuck in the airport for 5 days.
Yeah. Yeah, guys.
Last time.
When I went to drop my son off, it's supposed to be a 2 day trip. I was there for 7 days, 5 days in the airports. So yeah, it was it was a nightmare. It really was. And it's funny when I was interviewing Ronald, right? And he talked about his problem. He said, "I went through this, but then I got back." I'm like,
Oh yeah, we need to edit that video.
"Yeah, we got to edit that." Yeah, actually, I'm gonna edit it. I won't ruin it. I'm gonna. But I talked about what happened to me. But I was looking at him. Of course, anybody tells a story like that, you feel bad. But I was like, man, I was in the airport for 5 days. I slept in the airport for 2 days too. Yeah, it was wild. I was in the airport sleeping, and then some days I didn't sleep. I was just up. So imagine a nightmare, guys. I'm up for like two days in a row, just like this, nodding out for like 20, 30 minutes and getting back up.
Jay was in the airport because the flight was canceled from Thursday to Saturday night, guys, in the Philippines. But it is different, of course, in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
because their flight was canceled, so he has no sleep for 3 nights. JJ and him was no sleep for two and a half,
JJ went through it too with me
two
too.
nights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
JJ went through it too.
2 nights or 3 nights.
It was
But
3 days,
he
3 days.
traveled though,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. I was traveling, so
oh
I
yeah, the
wasn't I
ticket's
wasn't tired. Yeah,
expensive.
yeah. She said it's expensive, Rocco. It is, and
Oh
so
man.
yeah. She said the same thing. She's seeing it now. I'm checking nothing under 1100.
Yeah, everything is
Yeah,
1,000. There's no $700. Like, you know,
yeah.
when I checked last time when I'm trying to book to see if JJ around December and January, that's
Mhm.
around July.
Mhm.
There's like $700, like in
Yeah.
November. But right now, maybe because
They booking them.
yeah,
They got those. That's what happened. Me and Kay said it. They're because we seen it before. We trying to book JJ's ticket, right? We seen some for 700 then.
huh?
We was booking JJ's ticket to come back, to go back. We seen it
Yeah.
for 700.
What?
We seen some for 700. We was booking a
Yeah, yeah,
ticket.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Only
yeah,
thing is after taxes, it's more.
yeah.
J ticket when he is in Texas when his flight was still he was canceled or you were
Yeah,
you
yeah.
missed your
I missed my
flight
flight. Yeah.
because it's 1 hour layover going to the Philippines.
Mhm.
We're happy that we didn't book the ticket going to the Philippines yet. He only paid like less than $1,000, but it's one way. That's why it's
Yep.
expensive. But that was like on the spot, like a day on the day off. We booked the ticket on the day of his flight. Is the night on the night, so it's like on the same day. He paid
Yeah.
like $1,000.
I went through hell. Guys, I'm in the airport. Let me tell you guys what happened to me. I'm in the airport, right? And the lady, man, let me tell you what. And I bumped into a Karen, right? So, I'm talking with Kay on the phone, and the lady had a nerve to say, because Kay was talking, Kay was loud, so I had her on speakerphone. I'm talking about everything I'm going to. I said, Kay, I've been in the airport for 3 days. I just want to sleep. I'm tired. I'm mad, right? So the lady says, Kay's on speaker. She said, "Can you take your phone off speaker?" With an attitude. I looked at this lady. I said, "What did you say to me?" And then she said it with more emphasis. She said, "Could you take your phone off speaker?" I said, I breathed in literally like that. I breathed in. I closed my eyes. Karen too. Karen too. Older white lady, but wasn't real old, right? I took a breath in. I said, "I just like this, guys." I actually turned the phone down. I turned it down. I turned it down, and I didn't say nothing. And I said like this. I just kept talking to Kay. I'm just like, yeah. And I calmed down after that. I took a break. I said, let's chill out. Didn't say nothing to her. Let me tell you how sick in the head she was, right? So she gets up to go leave. And I don't know the reason why I was calm. I said, I don't know who she is. I said, she could be security, just testing me, messing with me. I said, I flip on this lady. I started thinking all this. I said, I'm already going through hell. I black out on this lady. She could say I did anything, right? Of course, they got cameras there, but then she said, oh, he did this, and I end up in the airport jail, and now I'm really screwed, right? So I said, ease, don't say anything, let it go. Let me tell you what she did after, right? So she's gonna leave. She has a nerve, and you guys already know how sick women are in the head, right? I guess she kind of took it like a shit test, because she has the nerve to look at me with lust in her eyes. And you guys already know what I mean. How sick women are, modern women, right? So, like, oh, this dude didn't get emotional, right? The woman like, oh, kind of like when you pass the test, they get turned on by it. I seen that in her face. I looked up and she's just looking at me. I looked down and she's still looking at me. I was like, this sick. I got more mad, right? I didn't say it. I'm just like, I'm like, man, this is why guys get their passports. This is why. She seen what I was going through. Instead of minding your business, leave me alone. Had to say something. What she doing wasn't even that important. You want to know how I know? When I didn't say anything, I left her. I didn't flip out or anything. She got up 2 minutes later and left. 2 minutes later, she got up and left. And I said, what was your whole reason for sitting here telling me to turn my phone down? And then you get up 2, 3 minutes later and leave?
I was telling Jay, relax, but Jay has no sleep, guys.
Yeah.
He's I was awake the whole time when my sleep was like 3 hours. I will make sure I'm guiding him because he's like
Kay
he's
knows.
awake the whole time.
Yeah, I was awake the whole time. But see, I'm awake, and I'm the adult, so my son has to sleep. So I'm letting him take naps. Right? He's napping in between. He's napping here and there. I'm not sleeping, so I'm up, and I'm like, and Lady said to me, I'm sitting there like, and I said, you know what? Right away, I knew.
You remember when you
I said, this is the evil testing
guys?
me. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
hear me, right?
Yeah, they probably can hear you.
Jay flight was canceled when they're about to go from New York to Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when he found it is canceled, it's like on this like few maybe like 30 minutes
Oh
before
yeah.
the flight they said sudden cancel.
Yeah.
And Jay left his son
I left my son. He was sitting
in the
there. He
boarding
was
area
sitting there
because we need
playing.
to
He was
reschedule the
playing his game.
ticket.
I went to go reschedule my ticket, right? So we at LaGuardia. They closed down the section I was in. LaGuardia Airport is open all the time, but they have a little section where that certain section may close at this certain gate or whatever. So it closed. So I try to go back to get my son. I try to go back to the same door, but you can't go. It clearly says it. Like, no, you gotta go around the other way. I'll go around the other way. That it's closed over there too. So I'm like, I need to get my son. Cause somebody go get my son for me. They keep going back there. Nobody answered when I
And
called the
the
son.
guard was Jay was on the floor with me, and then the guard said, "Sir, you need to I need to get my son." I said, "Baby,
Yeah,
relax."
I almost got. It was
Because he
bugged
has
out.
no sleep, guys.
Yeah,
Like his sleep is just for the airplane, but it's no like
that
regular
was why
sleep.
I almost got into a fight with the guard in New York. He said, "Sir, did I have to
It's a
lock you
white
up?"
guy too.
White
It's a
guy.
white guy.
And I'm sitting there like,
I said, "Baby, relax. You need to relax because you don't like to be in jail
yeah, yeah.
because you're in the airport."
I said, my son is over there.
Jay calmed down.
No, but I was still pissed. I said, my son is over there. I calmed down right away. It
Yeah.
wasn't even because of Kay, because he said, sir, and there's a bunch of guards running with him
I
too.
said, "You don't like to be in jail, right?"
Yeah, he
That's what
said
I
he said it to me. He said it to me, and I said, my son is over there. I said, you just suddenly closed down the airport. I said, why is the airport closed? Like the flight got canceled and the airport is closed? And they said some lie. They said they closed down the airport in Atlanta. I said, no, in a positive way. That's one of the busiest airports in the world. They closed down the airport over there. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. But you get tests, right? The test was to it was a test for my patience. And it was wild because it was like so many things happening to if I was over emotional, I'd have messed around and went to jail. The trip was that wild. I was in the Matrix. I was literally in the Matrix, and I felt it when I went back to drop my son off in the U.S. I felt the Matrix, and because I was in it. Yeah, K has a channel. It's Katie experience. Let me skip down some a little bit. SRV 10K or 20K depending on age. 1K5, yeah, for former military. See, I gotta look up the. I did a vlog on it too, guys. Where I give prices. I'm gonna find that for you guys and post it. Cheap flight November to December from Germany to the Philippines, a little over 700. Yeah, that's from Germany probably though. Everything in US coming out is like 1,000. And so, yeah, man, can't buy Karens exactly. Yep, definitely was another Karen. Um, I'm happy though, man. I'm happy. It was always times in my life where even when I was a young kid, I've always knew. I think that's why I never end up in prison. I've always knew chill, relax. And you know what pops in my head every time? I like that I go to that too. When Martin, I forgot what movie it was. And Martin was, I forgot what movie it was. He would go woosah, woosah. So I sat there and I breathe in, breathe out. And I'm just like, and sitting up with the guy, I had to do it with my eyes open. I said, because the guy said, I said, excuse me, sir. I said, excuse me, sir. My son is over there. You just closed on the airport. I need to get my son.
There's no consideration. No,
Yeah, it was none.
it's like
It
what's
was
going
none.
on there? Like no
It was just
concern about the
it
person.
was just Bogart. It was just Bogart.
It's too much.
And my son finally came out 2.5 hours after.
He
And
cannot call JJ because he was low
I
battery.
can't
He
call
kept
him because I
playing
was low bat.
games
He
in
was
his phone.
I was low battery.
He was
No,
low
he was, yeah,
battery.
he was low battery, not me. He was because he played games all the time. And it was a nightmare. So I was there for 2.5 hours, and so I already have no sleep. It's like 2 in the morning. I have to go all the way from there because there was no more flights leaving out of LaGuardia or JFK for the night. So they have another airport in Central Islip. I call my sister. I have to fill her tank up because she has to get me from LaGuardia and take me all the way out to Central Islip in Long Island. So if anybody knows, that's probably like woof, 50 miles to 100 miles because Long Island is wide. The Long Island, it, we go from New York City to Long Island is wide. So yeah, I had to go all the way out there, and then I didn't leave until the next day. Was that night, right? The next night,
Yeah, you moved to another. I know.
I
Yeah.
was in Central Islip. I had to be there tonight, the nighttime, and
Yeah.
I was there at the night before. I had to wait in the airport. I got probably 3 hours sleep. I had to wait in the airport all the way to the next night.
That sleep guys is in the airplane.
To
Yeah,
11 the
in the
next night.
regular sleep.
So I got like 3 hours sleep in the airport. So I'm already, and I woke up paranoid, thinking I don't want to miss my flight because I already got a flight canceled. So I catch the flight to Orlando, right? Get to Orlando.
Oh,
That
you're
flight was
able to
fine.
sleep in Atlanta. I remember we booked a hotel there.
Yeah, I slept in Orlando though, but I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep on
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so I got 3 hours sleep. So I kept going for like another 24 hours with only 3 hours sleep.
No, it was
Because I went to,
the same night.
no, I went to, I went to Orlando. Then after that, I went to Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but it's the same day. That's nighttime.
No, it wasn't the same day.
You actually have like 3 nights no sleep.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That day went by. I didn't get sleep because I had to wait to the flight from Orlando. I got to Orlando and I was in Orlando for a whole other day. Remember when I got to Orlando? I had to wait for my flight to Orlando. Okay.
Oh
Yeah, for a whole nother day.
yeah.
So I got my flight wasn't leaving until that night. The next night to go to Orlando, and so I get to Orlando. My flight's not leaving till 11 the next day again at night. So I'm in Orlando for a whole day no sleep, right? And then I get to Atlanta, I finally get sleep.
The ticket was canceled because he missed his flight.
Yeah.
We should give at least 2 days before we book another flight going to the Philippines. The reason is he wants to be in the Philippines. He want to see me right away. So I was like, no, Jay.
No, not even that, Kay. I wanted to leave. Kay, it was a nightmare. You guys understand? I'm
We-
going through hell. I'm like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Because people did not care. They did not care. They did not care about accommodating. They weren't even nice about it. I said, I gotta get out of here.
actually have like 15 hours to spare, but you missed the flight going to Atlanta, so that's why we missed the whole
So
flight
and then
going to the Philippines.
The flight from Atlanta to what was it? Atlanta. What was I going to? Dallas.
Dallas.
I had a flight from Atlanta to Dallas, and then from Dallas to go to Los Angeles to from there to the Philippines, right? So guys, we didn't book the flight to the Philippines yet because I would have wasted another $1,300 or something like that. So I'm happy we didn't book it. So I'm in Dallas. I only had an hour layover in Dallas. So I get to Dallas. American Airlines switched the gate. So I'm already tired. I'm not thinking to go check my email because they only sent the email. They didn't send a text message, nothing to my phone. And it's our fault because we didn't get the they have something where you can text. They have a certain
Yeah, but
thing.
I
Yeah,
see the email, but they should at least inform the
yeah,
announce there in the airport, like, oh, we moved
yeah.
the gate into
Yeah,
this date.
they didn't announce it. It was American Airlines. They didn't announce it at the gate. They didn't say, "Hey guys, move the gate to here," because I would have seen it right away. So, and also too, when I was hungry, so when I was in the Dallas, uh, when I was in Dallas, I went to get some food, of course,
There's
right?
no food in the plane going to
No,
Dallas.
nuts or
Going
something
to
like that,
Dallas.
like nuts or
No,
something. I was hungry. I want
because
something to
it's a
eat.
short flight,
Yeah.
right?
So and then I missed that flight going to LA. I have to book a hotel now. So I wasn't supposed to book a hotel in Atlanta. I was supposed to get in and out. That cost me money. I was supposed to book a hotel in Dallas. Book a hotel in Dallas. So not only am I spending more extra money on flights, I'm spending extra money on hotels. And you guys are in them hotels by the airport are not cheap, especially in US.
We tried to be wise, guys. We didn't book his ticket going to the Philippines
Yeah.
until he arrived in Los Angeles. The problem is he missed his flight because it's only 1 hour
Yeah,
layover.
only 1 hour later.
So
Yep.
we decided to book
Oh, let me
to
tell you
San
that. Let me tell you
Francisco,
what happened.
then
Let me
to
tell you how I missed
Korea,
my
and then
flight.
Philippines.
The flight is supposed to be leaving from the same gate
I
originally. So my ticket shows the same gate. So I'm thinking, wow, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna be at the same gate. So I'm like, okay, I'm chilling. I'm going around. I didn't see anything that said the gate
it's
changed.
1 hour.
Okay, no, it didn't show the gate change. I had an hour to go when I got there. When I landed, I had an hour to go. So if I had to make it to my next gate, I could have made it. So I'm sitting there. I go get some food. I'm eating. I'm chilling. I'm not thinking to check my email. She's probably never thinking it either. It's that flight. By the time I realized it moved, it was 10 minutes before. Wasn't gonna make it. But that's pretty much what happened, guys. It was hell. It's not really a complaint. It's me telling you how I wanted to get back to the Philippines so bad, y'all. I'm sitting there the whole time going, I can't wait to go back to the Philippines.
Jay actually spent $12,000,
I spent 12,000 to pick up my son,
including bringing JJ here,
including missing the tickets.
going
I
back,
spent
everything.
twelve
Just the tickets,
thousand
guys,
dollars for the
and the hotel
tickets
there.
only. Not even when he came and the stay that overall trip probably cost me 15,000. And I'm sitting there like, I will never ever pick him up last minute again because he's got his passport last minute
A week after.
a week before. So those tickets were crazy, and I did it because of a promise. I feel like I had to be a man of my word, and
It's a graduation too.
yeah, he graduated. I see him graduate. He graduated from junior high. I had to be there. I said I gotta see my little man graduate, and I came. But when I seen him though, y'all, oh man, my heart had flutters. He and I made it there early too. It was before he was gonna graduate, right? So I'm there. He really knew I was coming. He looked up. He seen me. He got giddy. And you see my son. He's big, right? He was like, he did a little like a kid, like, and he clenched his fist. I said, "Oh, he's so happy. He's so happy." And the whole time when he was graduating, he knew I was there, so he was happy. I told him, I said, no matter what, I'm gonna be there, right there, to see you graduate and walk it. And when he seen me and said, "Wow, he made it," he was so happy. Like something like that, man, make you want to cry, man. I said, "Wow." I said, "I'm happy I was able to do it." And his all little brothers, sisters, his little sister was there, all of them, because she's with another guy. She had a baby with another guy, and he was so happy, man. He was so happy, and he couldn't wait. And then he was out here, and
He's excited to come back here
yeah, he
next
can't wait
year.
to come back. and the way his attitude is, and then when he was out here and he seen how the girls were like on him, girls were looking at him like I'm walking with him in the street and girls looking at him. I'm like, wow, like, so like literally, I up and down. I was like, and I kept telling him, "See, you see, son?" I said, "You see?" And he likes to wear shorts and slippers and his style. I said, "You see?" I said, "Look, son, you see, they dress like you. You see that?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah." He liked that. He's like, "Wow." And then the style, he he fit right in. So he loved it. I'm happy he got to see it, and I'm to see his options early. I was happy to show him his options early so he knows. And I'm not. I didn't tell him about it yet. Like, oh, leave the woman there. I'm not gonna do that to a little kid. So I told him, I said, son, you see, and it blew his mind when we took him to where K shops at. I'm sure you guys have seen it. And the girl was 18 years old and was into him, and she was gorgeous. And she asked Kay about him, right, Kay? That girl asked Kay about him.
Yeah, what's his Facebook?
Yeah, the girl asked what's his Facebook to Kay. And so,
She's older than Jay.
she's older than him.
15 years old.
She was into him though, babe. She was into him. I seen it.
Playing around.
No, that wasn't playing, Kay. That's not playing. It's one of those things, when you're younger. I'm sure it's happened to some of you guys here, and older girls a little bit into you, and you're young, but they still into you because maybe they like the way you look. That's what happened to him. He got his first case of that, and I was happy for him. It's those passport bro vibes, yeah. Let me see here. Jay, if you were here for 6 months, I probably would lose my mind.
Yeah, it's only
I
few
would've.
days you want to be home.
Yeah, I was there for a few days, but because you know what it was, I wasn't supposed to be there that long. That's what happened. And so, Alan Gold said, so many guys do the expat thing only a few years and quit. Yeah, it's not for everybody. What's going on, Dante Ellis? It's not for everybody. That's why I actually suggest guys to continue moving around because you may come to the Philippines and the Philippines may not be your vibe. And some guys come and just move their whole life and come to the Philippines, make that their everything. And I say to those guys, so could it be someone watching right now that's in the Philippines that may be thinking, oh, it's not for me. Keep moving around. Find where you want to be. And so, do I need to buy another coffee? I would like to communicate with you before I get there in March. Yeah, definitely. Buy another coffee. I think I have one for that's inexpensive.
You know Tony, right?
Huh?
You know Tony.
Yeah, no, Tony Ray. I have them. I have them now. That's inexpensive. So yeah, I think Tony Ray knows you already bought one before. So yeah, my coffee is very inexpensive. And so Pleasure Duty said customer service doesn't exist anymore. These service people think you here to serve them. Yes, yes, it's true. I did get help though when I was in the States. When I remember it was one point I flipped out and I was at the booth. I forgot what you call it.
Yeah, I don't feel the concern in you.
Huh?
It seems like Filipinos here is more like people concerned, especially if you're in the airport. Like
Yeah, they're more concerned. Yeah,
something, yeah.
but there's no customer service here, and I don't want to. I'll save that for another video. Actually, I won't even do that in the video.
Not all the time.
Yeah.
Still, you
Hmm.
can see the concern there.
Yeah, it's concern. Yeah, it's definitely concern. And so, seeing the UFOs in the Philippines, no, definitely not. Yeah, I know, Dante. I'm doing them more again now.
Even you don't
Got to
guys
see
watch it.
some updates. I'm in Baguio out, and I'm learning to go with the weather conditions as it is, and also learning how to register a motorcycle with the OR and the CR, and go here and wait there, and get my TVV visa to get a bank account and apply for SRV. Now my vacation is almost over, but it's all worth it, and it will be a permanent in the near future. Now I can visit many other islands, like 100 islands in Pangasinan, and get wild on the jet ski and earth, eat fresh grilled fish with a sweet woman. No drama. I heard that. So what's up, bro? You make a brother wish he could teleport to the Philippines. Otherwise, I love the tech. Airline apps, Jay. Yeah, definitely. I learned my lesson too for a lot of things. I learned. Well, I knew this already, but I have to book insurance all the time because I wouldn't have lost money. So definitely, I'll be booking insurance now every flight I take. Yeah, I'm happy it worked out too, worldwide traveler. I'm happy it worked out. I think I needed that experience to learn, and also I needed to test on my patience too. Sometimes you need those things, right? To know. I mean, you learn patience over time, even more patience. I've always had patience, but you learn more over time. And yeah, that was a decent test of my patience. I hope I passed. I'm sure I did, because I'd be in jail right now. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Um, if you guys are not subscribed, also be sure to subscribe. I know it's not many of you here, but be sure to subscribe so you get all my content as soon as I release it. But other than that, guys, it's late in the morning. I'm still gonna be up because Kay's over here editing. What happened, Kay? Why are you making a face?
There's no mouth. There's no microphone.
Just a microphone?
Second video.
Oh, damn.
You didn't listen to it? It's fine. Later, later.
Yeah.
Bye,
Yeah, but
guys.
guys, yeah, see you later. And
We will shout out the member
yeah,
because right now I'm editing the
yeah, no,
vlog.
no more about that. But yeah, I'm over here busy. No video. It's no sound on my second video I made, so
There's only one video coming for
I gotta go do
everyone.
another video right now, so which is crazy. Are you on? Are you in K up to date on the movies? Yeah, yeah. We just seen Blue Beetle. We seen a bunch of them.
I do it. Dante, is that Dante? He's in Facebook right
That's
now?
Dante. Yeah, Dante's Facebook. Yeah,
I was about to say, Dante, what's your new recommendation, movie recommendation?
yeah,
Because Dante is the movie and here recommend. What do you call that? Recommentator? I sounds like I'm drunk. I'm stupid
yeah.
already.
No. I'm tired
Guys,
too.
we have the Black Filipino video coming and also more to life.
Yeah, yeah. Black
So
Filipino
stay
video is
tuned,
coming
guys.
tonight,
It's
so stay
coming in
tuned for
3
that.
minutes.
That's gonna be what I'm talking about with some things. But yeah, you'll see. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time, and I'll be doing much more live. So stay tuned. Peace
Thanks
out.
for joining, guys. Bye.